become familiar with the mass suffering being inflicted on the people of Palestine, and now Lebanon. But there has also been another sort of devastation that has taken place in this region. The destruction of farmland in Gaza has been extensive and devastating, severely impacting food production and exacerbating the humanitarian crisis in the region. According to satellite data analysis, approximately 57 to 60% of Gaza's agricultural land has been damaged or destroyed since October 2023. This includes 61% of orchards, 19% of vegetable fields, 20% of cereal crops. The damage is particularly severe in certain areas. Up to 80% of greenhouse areas have been destroyed in Gaza City and North Gaza governorates. Khan Yunis now has the largest portion of damaged agricultural land. Rafah's destroyed agricultural area doubled between February and May 2024. The destruction has been caused by various Israeli actions, namely, direct aerial bombardment, bulldozing with heavy machinery and tanks, movement of heavy vehicles, artillery shelling, lack of access for farmers to tend crops. Additionally, critical agricultural infrastructure has been severely impacted. 33% of greenhouses have been damaged. 46% of agricultural wells have been damaged. 65% of solar panels have been damaged. Over 2,300 agricultural structures have been totally or partially destroyed. The destruction of farmland has had severe consequences for Gaza's food supply and economy. There has been loss of local fruit, vegetable, and meat production. There has been a collapse of the agricultural sector, worth over $575 million annually. This has meant skyrocketing food prices. For example, the price of flour, a staple in Palestinian diet, has increased 36-fold. As a result, there is now widespread malnutrition and starvation. And there are long-term consequences of Israeli bombing and shelling. Even if hostilities were to cease immediately, the damage to agricultural land will have long-lasting effects. The conflict has led to widespread soil contamination from toxins, munitions, and debris. Clearing Gaza of unexploded bombs will take up to 14 years, posing ongoing risks to civilians and hampering agricultural activities. Groundwater has been contaminated by toxins and munitions, while sewage discharge into the sea has increased due to damaged infrastructure. The destruction of Gaza's agricultural sector has been described by some as deliberate, with accusations of it being part of Israel's starvation campaign. This has raised serious concerns about violations of international humanitarian law, including the use of starvation as a weapon of war. More immediately, many farmers have been displaced or killed, leading to a loss of agricultural knowledge and skills. Even in an optimistic scenario with immediate reconstruction, ending of the blockade, and 10% annual economic growth, it would take until 2035 for Gaza to return to its pre-2006 blockade economic level. In a worst-case scenario with 0.4% annual growth, it could take until 2092, 7 decades, for Gaza to return to its 2022 economic level. Agriculture was a crucial economic sector for Gaza, providing livelihoods for many families. The destruction has led to the loss of income and employment for farmers and agricultural workers. The depletion of local food supplies in markets. And a significant increases in food prices. Many farmers have lost access to land they tended for decades, losing both their livelihoods and a piece of their history. The crisis is expected to lead to the overall collapse of Gaza's agriculture for many years to come. Rebuilding agricultural infrastructure and rehabilitating contaminated land will require significant investment. Israel understands how to use starvation as another weapon of war.